I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 16, Volume 2. So I've got another tape for you this week. Here it is. It's one of them professional tapes. If you've been watching since Season 15, you'll know that I got this batch of tapes which were called professional programs, but they're all games pretty much. I think there's a couple of sort of art programs, but there's no task word amongst that, so there's no word processing. So this one, and let's have a quick look at the inside. It's a Mighty John's Menzies tape that still exists nowadays to do distribution, but that's about the size of it. Look at the style. Look at that. You can't beat a bit of the grid pattern on there, can you, for the whole tape? Anyway, so he says we're in professional programs 15. It says, and I kind of picked this one out because I quite fancied it, because I quite fancied a bit of shooting. We've got Jetpack, which I actually brought down my copy of it to show you. Now I know there's another variant of this, but I don't have it. Which just says, I think, Spectrum on it. But this is my copy of Jetpack. Jetpack was one of those games I loved back in the day. I really, really loved it. And when I got it, I was really, really chuffed. And I also like the fact that it loads and that appears. Now, it even got a revival. There's a Jetpack retro remade. I don't know what it's called. But they basically reappeared on the PC, the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 at one point. And you could actually play it as the original version. And I think it played on the Rare replay thing as well. Because, of course, Ultimate being Rare. And I love that logo. You got to love that logo. It's really cool. So Jetpack on the back of that. I also like the tapes for these, actually, because they used to do a decent job of sort of printing quite high quality on there. They're quite nice. Anyway, so Jetpack's on there. We've also got Jetman, which I think is a sequel to Jetpack, but it's like Jetpack gone mad. Now I actually have that as well, handy. So this is Lunar Jetman, and it's all about moving this thing called the mole, and it says it on there, mole. But I'm not entirely sure, because I've never been able to get past literally 10 seconds worth of the game. Another one with it written on the side of it as well, like that. Look at that. I love that high quality sort of part of it. But this was a 48k only rather than the 16k that the other one was. Very, very tough indeed, and you're going to see me fail multiple times on that. I was going to dig out a copy of Scrabble, but if you've not seen a copy of Scrabble by Scion, I'm utterly amazed. It basically was given away free with the ZX Spectrum Plus at one point, so that was the one before the 128K, and it was given away with it, and everybody sort of had it. It's got quite a small dictionary in it, though, that's one thing. So, and then Dictator. Now, I was trying to find my copy of that, and I can't find it. It's somewhere in the room, but I have no idea entirely where it is. But this is quite a clever little bit of software. This is kind of a weird and sort of wonderful attempt at some kind of strategy game with a little bit of text and whatever else it is as you dictate country. So, without further ado, let's get this into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive. Oh God, I nearly spilled my my hot beverage, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, tape is in the drive. Let's go down. Let's go down to basic, and we'll do load it. And this should be Jetpack that we're loading first, which is a classic. It's a 16-bit beauty. I know there's a remake actually. Is it Jetpack RX, DX? I know there's a remake for the whatever generation console was before this gen. No, it's 3 generations ago. My God, Xbox 360 is 3 generations ago. Can you believe that? Because you've got 360, then you've got the Xbox One, then you've got the Xbox Series X, and of course you've got PlayStation 3, 4, and 5 now. I can't believe that's 3 generations ago. I'm so old. Anyway, so we've got Jetpack on here, or it should be Jetpack. We did our load it, and we've done the whole thing, so there we are. So, after last week, there's been some furious letters going backwards and forwards between the various departments. Obviously, my legal department had to address the, let's just call it the red, slightly bitter, sweet sort of juice that I was drinking. Let's just call them Ramberry juice, just for the nature of this video, because we don't want to make it any worse. But I am back on the coffee by legal dictate. So we have coffee today. No, it's not true. None of it's true. I don't even have a legal department. If I had a legal department, well, can you imagine what I could achieve with a legal department of my own? But yes, I am back on it. No more of that healthy cranberry juice or Ramberry juice that we had. It must be much better name for us called a Ramberry, wasn't it? Rather than the cranberry. Yeah. It's the sort of same thing, isn't it, though? Because you could cram something and you could ram something. sort of the same thing. Anyway, coffee. Here we go. So what have you got? Have you got beverage? Have you had to have your legal department involved? I don't know. There's certain people who watch this channel and may need their legal department involved with what they're drinking, especially one who likes Stella, and you know who you are. Anyway. I'm sure he's got a contract with them, you know, because it's in every video. You know, he turns the can round so we can see the title on it. If you've ever seen his channel. Yeah, Dave plays Retrogames badly, Birdsall. Yeah, you and your stellar contract. Huh? Multi-million lifestyle. We all know about it. Anyway, so Jetpack. This is what I loved this game back in the day. To be fair, I loved everything that said the words Ultimate Play the Game on it. I really did. I think that I actually got Attic Attack first, and then I got Jetpack. I think that's the order I got it in. Not because of the timing and in the years or whatever else. It's just how it appeared, if that made sense. So you know, it's oh god, right, okay. So yeah, so just the timing on the whole thing. So here we go. Right, okay, where are we at? I just think that I got it before it, if that makes sense. Could be the same year though. Could be 83, couldn't it? It is possible. Right, let's go for it anyway. So I rather like this one. This is all about us crashing on a planet and then having to put our spaceship back together again, and then sort of collecting the parts, which is really simple. This is the best thing about this. Is just pure arcade. So we collect the parts. Come on, collect the next part. We put our spaceship together like that. We get the fuel. There's some little bonus points for going for it. Because remember, it's a high score game. It's the nature of the beast. The achievement back in the day, before they invented the achievement idea or the trophy idea, because I remember Sony having to retrofit trophies into the PlayStation 3, because it wasn't there, and Microsoft had already invented this sort of the idea of the trophy, and they retrofit the whole thing into the whole thing. So it was oh. There we go. Oh, up there. Retrofit the whole thing into the whole sort of the console itself. That trophy idea. But yeah, they weren't there to begin with. So we didn't have this. The reason why you stood in a corridor and stood still for 30 seconds. That literally there are achievements a bit like that. If you think about it, there's the most ridiculous achievements out there. But yeah. But to be honest with you, the options for here were basically high score, and that was it. You put your 10p in the arcade, and if you're lucky, they had a battery backup if they ever turned the blooming thing off, or you came in the next day and it was all gone. So that was what you got. So these games were all about who had the highest score at the end of the day. So lovely high score. Here we go. Next level. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 levels you have to go before they change the spaceship. I think there are 4 different types of spaceship. Like this is the sort of fuzzy level. I kind of like. I think if I was going to call it anything, this is the fuzzy level. There's a fuzzy alien. I like the way that we go to many planets and shoot them. Go to many different planets to. I mean, these might be friendly aliens. Really, no, they're not. That one just attacked my behind, or my little jetpack. It was attracted by the fuel and the heat. It obviously got its domestic bill recently and discovered that it was quite high. No, far too political for its fuzzy bill. Right, okay. Well, I don't know whether they're eyes or whether they're glasses they're wearing. It's like goggles maybe for from charging around the level. I don't know. But I love this game. I mean, you notice I'm perched on this top one here. It's basically because the nature of the game means that they don't really fly across it much. So you're kind of pretty much safe up here most of the time. So you kind of perch here and you don't have to go down and shoot anything. That's the point. You don't actually have to do that. I wish they had the same in Lunar Jetman. And that's coming up shortly. Lunar Jetman being a monster of a. Oh God! Oh, do you know something? I'm completely lost it today. Completely lost it. There we go. We're in the ship. I think that the DX or RX version of this, or whatever it's called, the remake for the Spectrum is much more advanced in the graphically, and obviously uses the whole 48K rather than the 16K that this does. So there are some reasons to try that. Whoa! Go! I didn't really think about moving then. There is some reasons to try it. I haven't actually. I don't know where you download it from. Is it like on itch.io or whatever it's called? Itch.io? Itch.io? Whatever it is. A lot of people seem to be on there for these kind of games. I don't know whether it's on somebody. I don't know if it's on any particular. I don't know if anybody sells it either, because there's some people do. I mean, you've got Cronsoft and you've got is it Bum Fun Gaming and things like that. There's quite a few out there that actually sell the Spectrum games, reskinned. What happened to? There was another one, wasn't there? There was another company that used to do them, and I can't remember what they're called now. There only seems to be those two now that I can think of. I've been really bad though, because I ought to buy from them occasionally, and I haven't had a chance realistically. I should buy from them. You've got to support these things, especially if you're still a Spectrum owner, and there's modern day games that need to be sort of played and looked at. There we go. Oh, that was lucky. That was more fluke than good play. There we go. More fuel. Fill this thing up. I like the way the crates of fuel that just disappear inside it. Just a crate of fuel. Great little game. I wonder what it got back in the day, score-wise. I bet it was pretty high. I can imagine this being pretty high. It played to the arcade strength of some of the games on the Spectrum. That's for certain. And to be honest, the Spectrum could do some really, really good single screen shooters. Some really good ones. Right, okay. Doesn't need much in the way of effects. It doesn't need them. It doesn't need the sound. Oh, these little jet planes. It's like Top Gun, but with miniature planes. And they home in on you, look. They also crash into the surfaces and die horrendously. Oh god, that's a bad one. I feel like I'm having a bad day of this today with my game, because I keep getting attacked by the little, attacked. Keep getting sort of. I do like those ones though. I do like the AI on it, the sort of homing AI of it. Sort of, that it bounces up and down a little bit as well, because it's kind of manoeuvring itself to hit you wherever you are. Kind of like that. Very much a lack of colour clash in this as well, which is really good. I like the way the stream goes from his laser cannon as well, which we're just permanently shooting. Right, come on. I'm gonna go for it. Come on. We're away. I don't know if I've got to the next level yet. I think we've got the Star Wars ones. So fluffy, blah blah blah. Is it 5 levels? It must be 5 levels. It would make no. It is 4 levels, I think. So there's the UFOs now for the this one. Oh, couldn't shoot through the shuttle's front. Very 80s design, this one, for a shuttle. The old sort of Discovery type thing, and whatever else there was. I think they're all very similar, aren't they? Because they were going to go back to the moon, weren't they? Recently, and then they've cancelled going back to the moon. Not sure what on the moon will give us in the sense of resources, but we'll see, won't we? Maybe moon production of some sort for something. Moon rocks. In the movie Ad Astra, which I quite like, and I know most people don't because it's really long and quite boring, and it is quite so long and whatever else it is. But I quite liked it. Brad Pitt one recently. I quite like that one. In that, the moon has almost become a theme park, which is quite funny, really. Right, let's move on. So there's like a theme park element of it. People fly up to the moon to have been to the moon, and it's still a struggle for man to get into space in that particular movie, which I also quite like, because you see all these other movies and there's the assumption that we've just made it into the moon and whatever else it is. But yeah, it's still a bit of a space. They're obviously doing something, with around it. But to be fair, it's mostly a theme park in space, so that you can look at the Earth. And it's like it. I don't want to say it's like the certain companies that begin with D, but that's basically what it is. Theme park in space. Not very exciting, but that's the case. So there we go. Lunar Jetman. So yeah, this game hates you from the moment you start it. If I last 10 seconds, I'll be surprised. Let's have a little sip of coffee. Just make sure we do that. Sponsored by everybody who drinks coffee. Every brand of coffee. You've got to keep it open, you never know. One day. If I need to get a tattoo, I might get one. Like a little cup of coffee. No, I'm not getting a tattoo. Never really done. Never really. I think they can be quite nice, but I've never had one myself personally. Never had the inclination. I don't really like the idea of being. I don't like the idea of needles for a start off. So that kind of puts it out the window. Anyway, I've not got the. I've got another natural bird, another British bird on here. This time around, we've got the wren on my cup. This time around, we've got a wren. I always like wrens though, because very, very small birds, extremely small. Quite rare to see them as well. I found out some stupid and random fact as we're talking about British birds. The reason why you don't see the robin so close to, in your gardens until later in the year, in the winter and whatever else is, it's because they run out of food in their natural environment. They don't really like us very much, so they stay quite a way away. And they only come closer when their food sources in their usual environments are no longer available, which kind of makes sense, really. So when you never see a robin all year long, and then you start to see them towards the sort of the winter time, it's because basically they're looking for food. They come closer to us when they have to, but the rest of the time they to keep their distance. And sometimes I think that the human race probably deserves that, if I'm honest. So yeah, but they do. They like to keep their distance from us. We're not their favourites, if that makes sense. So they'll come into our gardens, and I think their bravery comes from the fact that they stay well away from us most of the time, and then when they have to come to our garden, they're like, right, I'm taking all your bread. Give us your money and your cash, and then they're out of there. I've now got a robin mugging you, wearing a little sort of bandana around his eye, sort of balaclava. He's got balaclava. How were you mugged, officer? It was a robin. I could tell by his red breast. Yeah. Couldn't see his face. He had a balaclava on. Just his beak sticking out, demanding the cash and the sawn-off shotgun. Yeah. Oh, coffee is really good. I really like coffee. Coffee is one of the best in the world, isn't it? It really is great stuff. So fantastic stuff. Moleist. I think it's Mole15. T15. Yeah, you're meant to do something. We're meant to be like dropping a bomb on the alien bases. So in the last game, we visited crash landed on an alien planet, and the first choice we made was first off to collect the fuel that had been scattered in the atmosphere as it was dropping down on the bits of our ships, and shoot everything that moved. In this one, we shoot everything that moves, but not only that, we're going to find their home base, and we're going to drop a bomb on it, because why not? I do like the styling, though. I think Ultimate had the styling right for some of these things. I mean, that's sort of that moon buggy type thing is kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of a Big Tracks. Remember Big Tracks? I think they still make them, don't they? There's a modern day version of it. I used to be always envious of my friend. He had a Big Tracks. You could program it to go like 3 steps forward and then turn turn 90 degrees to your left, and then go forward, and then fire your lasers and do, and then absolutely useless, really. It was like remote control without the remote control. But yeah, Big Tracks. I remember Big Tracks. I loved the Big Tracks. What was that other one? Was it the Thunder, the Bird, or something like that? There was another that was like I saw one recently for sale, and I really resisted the temptation to buy one. It was quite expensive, though. I mean, but that's the thing. Childhood toys nowadays, you're paying for your nostalgia. You're paying for it now. Right? Okay. So let's play this game. I can't remember the keys at all, so this is gonna be interesting. So, no, it's the same keys as Jetpack. So it's the same model. Right. There's the bomb. I've got to get the bomb, and I've got to drop it on the... How do I pick up the bomb? I can't remember how to pick up the bomb. You gits. That's it. Now I need to drop it on there. Right. And then I need to get in... Oh, what have I done? I'll put platforms. I don't want a platform. I want to get in the vehicle. How do I get in it? It's probably the longest I've ever lasted in the game. Oh, damn, now I've died on the ground. See, and now I've made a hole in it. Oh, I've got a blooming heck. The lives on this game are horrendous. It reminds me of Starbiker, but it's not quite as good as Starbiker. So there's a truck and then the aliens that way. So how do I get in this thing? I want to get in. I put the wheel thing down. How do I get in it? That's pause. How do I get in? You git. Because you've got to drive it. Oh, do you know what? What's worse is I have the instructions, so I should know how to drive this blooming thing. Let's go. Let's get the game down. You just stay there. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna come back a second. Hang on. I'm not far away. Hang on. Just grabbing it. I'm finding the instructions. Oh God. Let's find the instructions. I have the instructions. Are you there? You still there? Good. Don't run away. I'm here with the instructions. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at the instructions. Right. Okay. I can't hold her. She's breaking up. Crackled Jetman. Yeah, it's crashed into the ground. What's the key? What's the key to drive the vehicle? Can enter and exit a piece of equipment with shift key. Cap shift key. Right. Cap shift key. So I know what I'm doing now. So I can drop the bomb on the back of it. So we can drive it to the poor old aliens base and destroy them, as you should. Right, okay, let's go. Right, okay. There we go. Right, okay, that's fine. Oh no. Let's go. And I'm on. Bum bum bum. Oh no, I've got to get out. I want to get out of the truck. I think that's the first time I've actually really driven the truck, to be honest with you. I've got to go that way. Alien truck. Oh, your problem is you have to get out. I've got the truck. I've got the fuel. At least the truck gives you some defense for a bit. Right, I'm going to get out in a second. I'm out. Yeah. Back in the truck again. I'm going towards the base. I'm going now. Look. Base. It says base flashing at the top of the screen. Alien base. Alien base. I'm going. Right. I think I've actually... This is the most I've ever played this game like this. I'm doing alright. Alien base. I'm going. I've got the speed up now. We're trundling. Yes. Yeah, I'm away. It's quite good that I don't have to... Once you're in the truck thing, they can't do any damage whatsoever. I don't think, anyway. Warning, a missile's been launched from the base. Your lunar rover is in danger of being destroyed. To estimate... It's going to estimate it so many... I don't think I've ever been attacked before. It's going to take 8 hits to destroy it. I'm running out of time as well. Where's this missile coming from? I got killed instead. I can do with that. I died. Oh no. Come on. No. I think I might get in it for a second. There you go. You can just stay there. Well, look, that's getting harsh, isn't it? Oh, come on. I can't believe I did that. Actually, to be fair, that wasn't as bad as it usually is for us. Now, I'm going to see if there's anything else on the tape while we're at it. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look, see what else is on there. Load it. Let's push the button. Pushing the button. See if there's anything else. I don't think there will be. No, the tape is most definitely... We're on the little red bit of the tape, this little leader. So let's put it on the other side and let's push this button. So I can't remember what was the other side, actually, to be honest with you. Oh, I do. I remember now. It's Scrabble. We've all played Scrabble before. I'm rubbish at Scrabble. Do you ever do that thing when you were a kid where basically you play with your mates and you just basically all put random words down with the letters you got? See how much you could score? never really understood the triple score things and all that kind of stuff. So we used to, so when I used to play with my friends, we used to basically just, well, we effectively were cheating realistically. So we just count up anything realistically. So you put your hand in the bag, take so many out. I can't remember how many letters it is. Take so many letters out, put something in. That's what we did. It was one of those things. It was fun. It was fun back in the day. I used to like those kind of things. I used to like board games. I mean, I think this is. I don't know if this is a discussion from last week, but but board games themselves are one of those things that we don't really. I don't think we play them anymore. I do play card games sometimes, and that's very occasionally. I do have a copy of Munchkin, Boss Monster, Boss Monster, which is like a little level thing, which is a card game. We've got some card games, and occasionally we get them out and we have a play with them. But you know, to be honest, with the cost of heating the house nowadays, we might have to turn off the Spectrums and the consoles and just do some card games again. And maybe an upsurge in Kaplunk playing, possibly. I don't know. Could happen, you know. All of a sudden, what was the name of the big companies? Waddington's. Well, that was it. Waddington's Cluedo and Waddington's other things. Well, Waddington's going to find that their stocks and shares have quadrupled because everybody's buying them anymore nowadays. To be fair though, they don't have to make them crappy. They're not like they used to be. They used to be like proper solid. And I know it sounds so cliched. You know, when you get older and you realise that these things are actually built to last back then, and nowadays they're just horrible tatty pieces of plastic that you put together and they just don't last. They're not, you're not. I don't think anybody's going to save necessarily any games from nowadays and say they're good, they're excellent. You know, there's still a market for the old original games which are much better quality. Those still trade for reasonable sums of money, whereas the more modern ones are just tacky, I'm afraid. They're not as nice as they used to be. I mean, we had bits of tat. I mean, I'll be honest, we did. We had tat back in the day. We had a lot of things that said Hong Kong on them for a start off. I remember a lot of that, if you remember. So that was kind of Britain's way of trading, I guess, with mainland China, with the relationship between China and Hong Kong, and the Brits sort of maintaining a sort of foothold there for a significant length of time. When it was 1990, I think it was, when it moved over, didn't it? It became part of mainland China, but not really. It's like ran as its own separate entity. But either way, you know, we used to get a lot of stuff that way. And I think that a lot of that obviously came directed from China, but then said Hong Kong on it as the label. But some of that stuff was, yeah, okay, some of it was tatty and bad and whatever else, but some of that stuff was really good as well. Some of it was really, really good quality. And that's the thing. I think there's a lack of quality in our sort of board games and other things. I mean, the actual card games I play, I would call quality ones, because they're made by people who realise there are qualities. I mean, I think Munchkin was not a cheap game. I think it was about £45 when I bought Munchkin, which is fine. I've got no problem paying £45 for it. It was a decent card game that you could play with, I think, 2 to 6 players. So it's all about cheating as well, which is always a fun game. You're actually meant to sort of lie and cheat your way through the game as well. It's actively encouraged. However, if you get caught, that's when you lose levels and go down the thing. The idea is to get to level 20. It's a sort of role-playing, choose-your-own-adventure type thing. You know, it's clever. It's clever. We like it. But Boss Monster is a similar sort of card game where you work your way across. Somebody's the boss monster and somebody's the adventurer, and that's how they work their way across. It's quite clever. But they're very, what I would call, decent quality games. They tended to be, in most cases, crowdfunded. They then were obviously released to the general public, and they were just nice quality games. But I don't think you get quite as many of those good quality games now. I don't think that they're quite the same. You know, there's a lot of reproduction and sort of built sort of games out there. You know, that come from your cheaper stores, which is a shame, realistically. It's a shame. And to be fair, though, that does also mean that you can find bargains along the time. I mean, I was in Mataland with my wife the other day, and they have a small sort of toy section. I went in there. Now, if I hadn't have got Star Wars figures in the first place, I'd have had those Star Wars figures, because they had quite a few characters that were worth having, and they were sort of £3 a piece. So they'd reduced them from sort of £9 down to £3. But some of them were worth having. You know, there was certainly a Rogue One, Cassian Andor, which of course is now the TV series. So that would have been a good one just to stick up on the shelf, you know, in its box. Quite nice to look at, you know. So there are some nice ones that are out there. You can certainly find them occasionally. You can sort of sneak them, if that makes sense. So do we have a colour or black and white telly? We're going to have a colour telly because we're lucky. Do we want to load? I don't want to load a previous game. Select number of players. 1, because there's only one of me. Would you like the spectrum to play for this person? No. What's this person's name? This is me. The demon. There we go. Right, okay. Jade, juggle my whatsits. And then I use the cursor keys to move. There we go. I think you have to start in the centre, don't you? There's a score thing, isn't there, for these things? I can never remember what the score thing is. A across, D down. Right. Okay. So I've got to think of a word that I can spell because I'm not very good at spelling. That's there we go. It's not. I'm not very good at putting words together. So let's do. Let's press D for down, and then let's put in C, A, B. E. Can I do E or is it space? Space. There. Cave. I think cave. There we go. Cave. 16 points. Would you like to place? Yes. Are you sure you want... Oh, is it space or space? I thought space was whatever it was. No, I'm not sure about it. Lose your move. Okay, I'll lose my move. Right, okay, let's try again. Is it... I thought space was a space. It's not space, not a space. There's a lot. I've got some crap letters there, to be honest with you. I'm not. Anybody think of a word with some of those? I'm trying. I'm struggling. I am struggling with what word have I got in there? Really? Can I change? See to change? No. Oh, symbol shift for options. Can I change? See. Sure you want to pass? Yes. Enter the letter change. Couple A's. Let's get rid of a couple A's. That's better. At least I've got some letters I can't use at all. Oh, I've got one word. I've got a 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 word. So the thing about this is though is of course is the down. That. There we go. Would you like to place that? Yes, I would. Word accepted. Right, I've got some new letters. You can see, by the way, you'll see from this that I really don't like words across. And there we go. 11. Yes. We're doing it here. Right, let's see if I can think of something else we can put in here along the way. Let's find a... Do you have to continue from there, or can you just stick it anyway? Or I can never remember. Right, okay. Let's just do the simple one here. Let's just put an S on the end of there. So across S. Cuts. Yes. 5 points. Word accepted. Quite a popular word game. This one. This is where your countdown champions come from at the end of the day. This is their jam as such. I've got one. They're all 3-letter words, by the way, because I can't think of anything else. My brain's not working that well. D for down. Yeah, I'll have cob. There we go. Ooh, but where can I put that letter? Where can I put it? I've got look. I can see look in there. I've got a good one though. There we go. Cross. Bog. It's a bog. Right. Okay. Word accepted. What else have we got here? Can you just put it anywhere though? If I go across here, can I just put... Unlinked. No, you've got to attach it to something. Right. Okay. So I wanted to put the word look or lucky somewhere. I'm not going to be able to do it from there, am I? Yeah. Anyway, it's Scrabble. You've played Scrabble before. If you played it once, you played it twice, haven't you? So it's Scrabble. It's the game you've played before. Yeah, I'm not very good at word games. To be fair, it's been a long time. I quite fancy playing a game with basically against somebody. That'd be quite nice, I think. But let's go for load it. So this should be the Dictator. And as I say, I have a copy of this, but blowed if I can find where it is. I know I got it recently as well. It's probably on a pile somewhere. I've probably got... Oh, God. It's a load code. Right, press the brake button. Load code. Load it. Extended mode. Code. Yeah, load code. Yeah. I got this one a while ago. It appeared on What's on the Tape, and I was so excited to actually... I hope that's right. I was so excited to get it though. I sort of, and it's got a picture of a sort of I guess a tropical island dictator on the front of it. They're always kind of a version of Fidel Castro, aren't they? So that's effectively what it is. But it's not Fidel Castro, obviously. But it's meant to be sort of like that. But that's the nature of the sort of game. To be fair, one of my favourite sort of modern games, if you want to talk about that kind of combining SimCity with that dictatorship that goes with it, is Tropico. Tropico, I think, is up to version 4 or 5 at this point. But Tropico is quite good for that kind of thing. You basically are an island dictator, and you have to work out what you want to do with your military. You've got to work out what you want to do politically worldwide. I mean, you're a poor country. You've got to make sure that you've got the buildings and the apartments for people to live in. And I mean, it starts obviously with the usual kind of, shacks and tenements and things like that. So nothing extremely exciting, if that makes sense. But it's there. So it's kind, it's not very exciting, but it's there. The things are there, like palm trees and whatever else is. And then you build it up slowly from there, and eventually you get the dominant world powers sort of saying, can they put nuclear bases or military bases? And of course, there's tension that comes with that. With that whole thing, and it's basically a hark back to the Kennedy years, where Cuba wanted to or the Russians wanted to put a military base on Cuba, and the Americans almost went to nuclear war over that one. So it was that's the kind of thing. So Dictator here is kind of, I guess, early version of that. I mean, it's very much a make this party happy by doing this. There is a card game as well that I've got. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Kingdom, possibly, on the PC. It's a modern game, and it gives you kind of two choices each time round. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And then your reign is based on what you're doing. And are you balancing the books? Are you balancing this? But everything has an equal and opposite reaction. This is one of those games. This Don Priestley game has definitely got equal and sort of equal and sort of opposite reactions of the way things actually go. Ooh, Dictator. There we go. Written ban. You become the dictator of the Republic. I am loving becoming a dictator. That's it's my bag. The best dictator of beloved country of Timbam is a final rating of 0. This is your first attempt, no doubt. Start with the Treasury report and the police report. Both free, obviously. Your Treasury holds... what's that? A million in monthly costs of 60,000. Lovely. Thank you. Let's do the police report. Yep. Okay, press any key for the police report. Month 1. An audience requested by the army. Her Excellency has agreed to attack the guerrilla bases in Leftoon. Advice. Yes, please. Army popularity will go down. The peasants goes down. The Leftonians go down, and the Russians go down. But the army strength will increase, and the land owners will increase, and the guerrillas will go down. So we're basically attacking the guerrilla bases. One man's freedom fighter, though, is another man's terrorist, as they say. This decision will be take 80,000 from it. Should we do it? Yes. Let's attack the bases. We're going to be a vicious dictator. Treasury report. And a short, decisive war. It is a short, decisive war. Nothing like a bit of war. They have been routed. They have gone. Would like the secret police report? Yes, I would. There we go. Strengths and popularity. Army. Peasants. Landowners. The guerrillas don't really like me. The Leftonians, no strength with them. Secret police is quite high. Americans and Russians. Strength of revolution is 12. Your strength is 4. Okay, so we're on a slippery slope here. Try to please a group. Please all groups. Improve your chances. Raise some cash. Strengthen a group. Please a group. Make the army chief vice president. Set up free clinics for the workers. Give landowners regional power. Sell Leftonian arms to sell American arms to Leftonian. Sell rights to US firms. Rent the Russian a naval base. See, it's all political, isn't it? I think I'm going to be nice though. I'm going to do free clinics for the workers. Do I want advice? No, I don't. That would cost. And a monthly cost. Yes, I want to do it. Lovely. I'm a nice man. Secret police report. No, I'm gonna no, not this time round. Month 2. Increase the pay to your troops. Advice, yes. Army would be +4. Landowners would go down. Peasants. My army's very strong. Yeah, go on then. Let's give the army some more money. We're not making any money though so far. I don't really want. Do I want the secret police? No, I don't, because I'm pretty convinced I know where we're at with this. Raise some cash. 4. Ask the Russians for a loan. Ask the Americans for foreign aid. Nationalise Leftonian business. Let's nationalise the businesses. Oh, they're not chuffed that we nationalised their business. The Russians don't like it. Doesn't matter. Would add to the treasury. Yes, please. Let's add some money to the treasury. I kind of like this, although it's extremely sort of intensive with the sort of. Let's have a little look and see how badly I'm off with these people. And now the Leftonians hate me. Russians, secret police, popularity. Yeah, okay. Month 3. Here we go. Build an irrigation system, the landowners. That actually seems reasonable, that one. Advice. The landowners, actually that's a positive with everybody pretty much, bar a couple of people. So yeah, let's go with that. So yes, I would like to do that, and the monthly costs raised by 10,000. Yes, I'd like to do that, because that'll mean we can make some. Oh God, look at my costs. Monthly costs are going way up. Right, okay. I don't want the secret police report because I know that who hates me. Improve your chances. 3. What's improving your chances? Increase the secret power a lot. Increase your body card. Buy an escape helicopter. See your Swiss bank account. 4. Transfer to the Swiss bank account. Holds 350. Has been transferred. I've taken half the capital to my Swiss bank account. I love it. I love the fact that I need an escape helicopter in the first place. Stop the migration of workers. You see, it's very political. It's proper political. Peasants, but really upsets those people. No money involved. I'm not. I'm going to allow the immigration. Sorry. Right. Swiss bank account holds a big chunk of cash. Press the key. I need to make some cash, though, because otherwise we're going to be very short cash very shortly. Let's raise some cash. Number 4. Ask the Americans for foreign aid. Do 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 do. I've donated that. Right, next time round we're going to put that in my Swiss bank account. Oh, I'm so evil. Let's have a look at this. Let's look at this. We're alright, actually. We're doing okay. Peasants really like me. And the landowners. Sorry, the landowners and the army really like me. Month 5. Increase the basic minimum wage. The peasants. Okay, how much is that going to cost me? Advice is free. The landowners are going to go down 4. -4 if I do that. Yeah, because they're not going to be chuffed that I've increased the minimum wage. No money involved. Oh, yeah, what the hell? Okay. This is getting close, peoples. Let's push a button. Let's see what else we can do. Let's improve my chances. I like this. Improve my chances. Should we just put it in the Swiss bank account? Increase your personal guard. Buy an escape helicopter. Let's buy an escape helicopter. How much is an escape? Okay. Nobody likes the idea of me buying an escape helicopter. I'm not going to buy the escape helicopter. Let's improve my chances. Number 3. No, I'm going to push a button and go back. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I was going to please a group. Sell American arms to the Leftonians. Well, that'll make money, won't it? So let's do 4. Yeah, they'll be happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's do that. Add some money to the treasury. Absolutely, we'll take that cash. There we go. I do need to siphon off some of that American money to the Swiss bank account. I feel like the Wolf of Wall Street, but in obviously jungle camo. Stop military use of their land. The army won't like this. I don't need to do anything for either of them. No, I'm not doing it for either. Right, press K. I'm going to improve my costs in a second. Improve my chances. 3. Let's move some more money to the Swiss bank account. I've now got more money in my bank than they've got. I've not got $1 million yet, though. Not quite got $1 million. But to be fair, back in the day, that would have been a decent amount of cash. Decent chunk of cash. Nationalise American business. I bet this generates cash, this one. It's be an interesting one. The Americans won't like it. But it would add to the treasury and it would raise monthly costs by that much. Yeah. Let's take some more money and put it in the bank. There we go. Let's look. I'm just taking some. I might just steal a bit more cash if I can and put it in the old. Let's raise some cash. Let's ask the Russians very nicely for some cash. Yeah, I'd like a loan, please. We'll have that as well. Do. They've lent me some money. That's lovely. Let's put that in the Swiss bank account. We gotta do that. I'm not even don't care about the report now. I'm just gonna go. Free an imprisoned leader, peasants. That really doesn't have that many negative effects from my point of view. So let's do that. So yes. Right, 400,000 in the bank. We can bag some of that. Let's have a look at the report though quickly. A little bit up and down on a few things. Peasants really love me. So revolution strength is 10. Your strength is 4. Ooh. I really do need to build on that, don't I? Build a bit more strength. Right. Improve chances. 3. Let's see my Swiss bank account. And let's just shift a little bit of cash over there. That'll be lovely. and shift that over there. Nobody said anything about that. Let's shift up a few at month 9. Lower the basic minimum wage. You've got to be kidding. Even I know the answer to that is a no. Yeah, the answer to that is no. Any key but yes. I know it's any key but yes is the key that you've got. Right, I'm running short of money here. Let's press the key. Let's improve our chances. Let's buy an escape helicopter and not really care, so that we can escape shortly. Yeah, it's gonna cost you 200,000. I'm like, yeah, go on then. Yes, I'd like to do that. Oh, I've got 22,000. Monthly costs. Here we go. Not available. Probability with us is 4. Revolution. But I've got my escape helicopter. It's all good. Attempt escape. Yes, I will. You escape by helicopter. And I've got nearly 800,000 in the bank. Ooh, party time. Popularity 30. Monthly office 27. Stayed alive. Grabbing money. Oh, I got a lot of money for money. 150 is the highest score so far. For staying alive. I like the fact that there's a bonus for staying alive. Your rating is president. Final score. I did really well there. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. That was really good indeed. Right. I've been your host, Real Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.